Well, how we doing today? It's Monday, January 4th, 2021. I'm tired. Can you tell? But this is great. I love it. Good old Montez. He came over the house, let's see, Friday. He came to the house Friday afternoon, about the time we left my in-laws. Now, he told me he had some things for me, which I already knew what he had for me. But he brought me 5 containers just like this. Now, this is close to a gallon. It's 3 quarts and so many ounces. I mean, it's close enough to a gallon. It's perfect for me. This is great. I love it. He brought me 5 of these. You know, there she be. You know, the lids are a little bit bigger than my normals. It's like a wide mouth, which is fine. You know, it just makes it easier for me to get stuff into it and everything else. It's not so tight and everything else as well. Now, there's a little filter thing I found. I can actually slide inside here with an empty jug. When I pour my stuff into it, it'll filter a lot of that stuff out of it. Some people like it filtered really fine, and some people don't give a shit. To me, honestly, I'd rather have some particles in it. It gives a little flavor and everything else, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. But I got 5 of these jugs just like this. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make one of these directly, whatever flavor he wants. You know, I'm going to make one of these directly just for him. So if he says, hey, I want a vanilla and star anise, here she be. And I'll fill one of these puppies up, and, you know, it'll be his. Now, I had a small container. Well, I had a container of some stuff I was working on. I was letting sit. Now, this here is my citrus. See how it has that kind of yellowy kind of color to it? Because that right there is a bunch of lemon peels, and my other bottles, I can't get to it right now, I'm sitting down, but it has small orange peels, stuff like that, and this was in a different one. That's why this one here has it has that little yellowish kind of hue to it, because the other jar basically had lemon peels and orange peels together, and this one, you can smell, it's the lemon's a little bit more stronger than the orange, but it's definitely citrusy. And but yeah, there she be. Now, that's just my start. You know, I got a ways to go to get it up because I'm gonna fill it on this neckline. About right there is how far I'm gonna fill it up to, about where my finger's at. So from there to there, I don't have much more to go. But this one's already been sitting for over a little over a year. So this is well worth, you know, this is already it's done its time. But after I add more alcohol to it and fill her up wise, even though this is ready, after I add more alcohol to it, it's going to have to sit for a period longer, so that way it's not flavored alcohol. It's actually going to be the sole purpose of this. So whenever I add the other alcohol, actually what I might just do is take this out and then put my other pills with this along with it, and then refill it, which would probably make a lot more sense. So that way I would have at least that much, you know, bottled up and ready to go, versus, you know, add more alcohol, making it have to sit longer. But either way, it don't matter to me. I got time. That's all I got is time anymore. It's almost like being in prison, except for I can go when I want and do what I want. But yeah, that right there, that would fill probably 5 8-ounce bottles, maybe, give or take. But anyway, you know, you figure $10 a bottle. So that would be 50 bucks in my pocket, sitting right there. If that. I am going to get a little bit bigger bottles this year, but I was using the 5.8 ounce bottles. And I think about I'm going to see if I can get a 8 ounce bottle, and the reason why is because they sell. We was in Sam's Club the other day, and my wife misread the labeling, which was great. They had a great big ass bottle, and this was so comical. Big ass letters: imitation pure vanilla extract. How do you get imitation pure extract? It's mind-boggling. But then they had pure extract in a 8 ounce bottle, which was like this tall and like that big around, for roughly about 25 to 30 bucks for that bottle. And of course my wife, she saw the big bottle, but she was at an angle, and I guess she saw the big price for the big bottle. And I walked over and I said, no, I said, this is $4.95 for this great big bottle and almost 30 bucks for this little bitty bottle. And she's like, for that little thing it's $30? I was like, yeah. And then she saw some of the other stuff they had in there, the same stuff that I'm making, like the orange. Now they had an 8 ounce bottle of orange. It was $60 something for that same size bottle of orange. And she saw that and she was like, holy crap. And I was like, yeah, I got almost a gallon of it at the house. So, and I gave Montez a bottle that was probably this tall. It was like about, say a 12 to a 16 ounce bottle of the orange that I made. And that's what I gave him. And I gave him a big old loaf of bread I made. And of course, he'd already told me he was going to give me these jug bottles, and I told him, I said, man, you get some more, let me know, because I will put the Meltillis to it, and I'll make all kinds of crazy shit, and I will too. So, but that great big jug that I'm tapping on, that 3.5 gallon jug, I've calculated, since these are 3 quarts each. And I got 5 of them jugs, minus the one I have my other stuff I added to it, because I'm going to make a bigger jug of it. You take 4 of the jugs, or take 3 of the jugs, and you take a 4th one, and you calculate together, and basically I have the same size as what I have sitting beside me. Now this is a 3.5 gallon, big ass carboy. Now, with all these together in excess, you know, I have about the same size and everything else, but you know, I ain't worried about size for them, because these things are perfect, because I can get started. Because, be honest with you, sometime this month I'm going to start on these excess jugs, and that way, if I start on it now, being in January, being within the first week or two, by August to September, everything that I start on now, at the bare minimum rate, I mean bare minimum rate, it'll be considered extract form. And yeah, because one of these jugs, I got a thing of banana working in right now, and man, I tell you what, I splashed the jug around, took my finger, tipped the tap, licked it a couple times. Well, not licked it, but put my finger on it and tasted it from my finger. It is banana as banana can be. It is great. So I'm gonna make another thing of banana, but what I'm gonna do different is I'm gonna have to get a hold of my broker up in New York City and around Manhattan, and have them probably, well, I'm gonna do it in segments, but I'm gonna get another order put in sometime in January, and that way I can start putting vanilla in 2 of these jugs. Well, let's see, yeah, put vanilla in 2 of these jugs, and Then, well, no, I'm taking it back. I'm gonna put vanilla in one of the jugs, and then I'm gonna go get a stalk of bananas and dehydrate them, like how I make my dehydrated chips, and I'm gonna stick those inside with the jug of the vanilla, and then I'm gonna fill that bad boy up. I'm gonna make a vanilla banana mix extract for one sole purpose only. So when you make banana bread, and that way, because that's why I started the banana one because for making like banana bread or anything you cook banana with, there you go. So what I was thinking, to take it one step farther, because when you make banana bread, most people, what do? You get vanilla extract, you measure it out, stick it in your mix, and there's your flavoring right there. Well, if you have banana mixed with vanilla, a two-banger at one time, then you get a banana flavor with a vanilla flavor at the same time to put in your banana bread. How can you go wrong? And this is something I'm going to do. Now, I've looked all over every grocery store, every baking store. They got banana, they got almond, they got this, they got that. They do not have a 2-in-1 extract. Nowhere. I'm going to be the first to do it. I'm going to do it. So, anybody else wants to copy me and do it and say that I did this myself, that's fine. I don't care. But I am the first one, as far as I know, commercial-wise or non-commercial-wise, that's going to mix banana with vanilla bean and soak it, and then I'm going to take this another stage up. And I'm going to use a high-grade alcohol. When I say a high grade, it's a high-grade alcohol, and you can't buy it in any store. So there's what I said. I'm going to be the only one. So, but yeah, I'm gonna put the meltillas to it, and it's gonna sing like a dog on a howling night. So, so if you do decide, hey, I want to take a sip of that, oh, trust me, it'll take your breath away. At the same time, it's gonna be flavorful. So, that's what I'm gonna do. And I've already contacted one of the ladies that I've been dealing with a lot, and she's been helping me get some stuff ready. And I told her what I'm making, and I told her I'm going to make a banana and a vanilla bean mix. And I told her when I do and it's ready, I said, you're going to be the first to get the bottle of it before anybody else. You'll be the first one. And there she be. So, man, I'm so excited. And that's like, people all the time, all the time on Facebook, I keep saying April 11th, April 11th, April 11th. I don't care about the politics anymore. I don't care about none of that crap, If Trump pulls it out of his ass and he makes it to where Biden show he cheated, great, so be it. If Biden goes in there and screws up everything, that's on his ass, not mine. So I don't care no more. My sole purpose is April 11th of 2021, and I've got my bread recipe critiqued to the T. I'm going to be the only one that I know of with that kind of bread at the farmer's market. I'm going to be the only one with this style extract at the farmer's market. Now, there is another lady that showed up towards the middle to the end of the season trying to peddle her extracts. And, she had some good looking stuff and everything else. Her problem is her bottles were this tall. I mean, like a little brown 4-ounce bottle. And she wanted about the same price that I was charging for my great big bottles of vanilla. And needless to say, she did the same thing I did. She went around to different vendors that did cooking, and they're like, well, I got this product here, and this such here. And when they said, well, how much do you want for it? And they said, here's what I'm asking for it. They were just kind of like, oh, hold on. No, we got filler over here, and we get it from him 4 times the size of this bottle for the same price, and no, we're not going to do it. So I think I kind of, I enjoyed her being there because it was competition for me. Now, some of her stuff was better quality than mine. I won't lie. Some of it was better quality, but she was doing small container form as I'm doing large container form, because I don't want to make like a small batches of things and be like, well, here it is, I'm done. I can't do anything else but just do some other stuff. So I make large container form, so I have enough to last all season long. And because I don't sell out every day. There's a lot of days I'll go up to the market and I might sell 3 or 4 bottles out of 20, and I come home with 17 bottles. And I just keep the same stuff, and I take it back the next weekend, and I keep doing that till I started getting down. And then once my supply line goes down, I refill more bottles, and I cap them, label them, and take them to market with me. But this year I put some work into some things. I got stuff ready to go. But yeah, I mean, I'm so tickled pink. I can't wait, because not only is I'm gonna have way more extract available and ready this year. I'm gonna have a new flavor blend. I'm gonna have like my vanilla down here is a vanilla and dried clove mixed together. And as I was shaking my bottle container this afternoon, getting everything stirred up, because the cap's not sealed tight, it's just like a rubber cap used for fermenting with, but it keeps a lot of crap out, like dust and bugs, stuff like that. Well, some of it kind of went up towards the top and leaked out the cap, and I had it on my hand, and of course I tasted it. Man, it is spot on flavor wise. You cannot ask for anything better. And I got 3.5 gallons of it ready to go, and wonderful flavor. I mean, just the two mixed together. I mean, it's like perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna have that. Of course, I'm gonna have to label everything I have on it. Like the vanilla and clove, and then my alcohol percentage and stuff like that. I don't mind. My stuff is legit. I'm not selling flavored alcohol. My stuff is actually, you can cook with it. It's going to make you some good stuff. Or if, you get bored and you want to take a shot of it, that's between you and whoever in the house, wherever you're at. Because what you do with it when you buy it from me is your business. That's what it is. Man, I love this stuff. It's the Dollar General Lemon Lime. This stuff here literally tastes like Sprite almost. It's a little bit more expensive than the water I buy from Walmart, but like I saw the person, Dollar General, your store is less than 1/10 of a mile from me. Walmart's 3 miles down the road, well, actually 4, and I pay 25 cents more for this than I do the one at Walmart, and this one tastes better. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this one. There's one inside there if you want it. Sitting here in the background, I can hear Adam 12 coming on TV, which tells me it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, this is comical. Sad, but comical. My brother got killed 8 years ago. 9 years ago. 9 years ago. It'll be 9 years in October. When I was growing up as a kid, my brother used to watch Adam 12 every day. My cartoons came on the same time Adam 12 did. So, guess what I got to watch besides cartoons? Adam 12. And if you don't know what Adam 12 is, you're too young for my channel. So, but, of course, there's some of y'all that are foreign that watch my channel, and you have no idea what I'm talking about, so that's understandable with y'all. But anybody else that lives in the United States that doesn't know what Adam 12 is, yeah, you're too young to watch my channel. But anyway, so every time that comes on, every day at 5 o'clock, I always think about my brother, because when I was younger, I'm going to watch Adam 12 because I'm older. And I wouldn't get to watch my cartoons. So, but anyway, it's just one little small thing that I get a little kick out of every day at 5 o'clock. That's what it reminds me of. I need some chapstick. My lips are chapped. Those skins hanging all over the place. So, other than that, everybody talking, and this is comical every day on Facebook. I haven't got my stimulus package. I haven't got my $600. I haven't got this. I haven't got that. And of course, my wife's all the time, we got our money yet? I'm like, no, we'll get here when it gets here. Hell, we don't get it. I ain't worried about it anyway because it ain't going to make a hill of beans anyway. Of course, it will because I've already told some on Facebook. 2 things I'm buying, right? If I do receive some money, I'm going to order a skid to 2 skids of cinder blocks, and I'm going to order some wood siding and store it in the shed, so that way in the spring we can start tearing off this back wall back here that needs some of the siding or the back wall that needs to be replaced, so that way it'll be right here and ready to go. And the rest of the money that's left over, I'm going to transfer it to my other account. It's going to sit there and collect my penny interest for as long as it sits there. And that's what I'm going to do with it. Now, I did get a small amount of Christmas money. My mom gave me some money. My dad gave me some money. I still got majority of that left. I'm going to use that, kind of save it and put it back, keep it around the house. Whenever I need something or want something, you know, instead of having to use that piece of plastic, go to the store and get it, I can just go in there and dip in my little side savings, and I can get what I want. And but this is what kills me on Facebook, talking about the stimulus thing, is so many people, I haven't got it, and they're so worried about that $600. And I made one person on there mad this afternoon. I know I did. I don't care, but I did. And I told him, I was like, well, you know, if you would save money periodically through the year, this measly $600, you wouldn't be, you know, blowing Facebook up saying, where's my $600? Where's my $600? I haven't got it yet. Has anybody else got it? If you would save some money and put it back, you wouldn't have to worry about it. From the time I was old enough to understand English, between my grandmother and my grandfather, they both told me, save as much as you can. Save. Don't worry about what you want. Save. Save, save, save. And, yeah, I mean, when I was 17, I bought my first car. I paid for a year's worth of car insurance, and I still had money left over. And, you know, that's what kills me, because, you know, there's a friend of mine, his kid's like 17 or 18, and he got a savings account, but he ain't got shit in it because he's too busy buying stupid shit besides saving money. And, you know, and then he went to his dad and he's like, I want a car. His dad's like, good luck on that one. And, you know, but I tell you what, it's crazy. People don't save. They just go out to eat, and they buy stupid shit, and they buy this and they buy that. And then whenever something tears up, what's the first thing you want to do? I'm going to run to the pawn shop, or I'm going to put it online to sell it, trying to, you know, ask for the same price I paid for it, even though it's used. Or they'll pull the teeth out of their dead grandparents and be like, I need some money because I spent everything I had, because I'm like the grasshopper. I'm just kicking my heels up, having a grand old time, and not doing nothing. And that's the problem anymore. People think of their inner circle, not the outer circle. And yeah, I mean, truth and honestly, I should have way more saved up than I do, but I got money saved up. Hell, I got at one point in time, you could walk around my house and open up jars and everything else, and there'd be money inside of it. And that was only because at the time I didn't go to the bank. I had the money on me, so I was like, well, instead of leaving it laying around, I'll just stick it in the house and hide it somewhere. At one point in time, I probably had a little over a couple of grand just laying around the house, but it was like put up in different places. And it's like Christmas. Whenever you run across something, you open it up, you're like, oh, look, there's money in here. Oh, wait a minute, I put this in here a long time ago and forgot about it. Out of sight, out of mind. It works great until you find it, and then you're like, whoo. Then you're like, I better save this. So, you know, that's how it goes around here. Now, you come in here now, you'll find a bunch of canned goods and jars and pickles and containers, and all the containers are empty, and because I put all my money in my other account, and I save it for whatever I need for it, and I do have a little bit of cash floating around the house, but nothing like I did. And if you did break in the house trying to find it, you spend months in here trying to find it, because I've gotten to the point to where I hide it in obvious places that are not obvious, and I hide them in things that you would never think about looking in, or would you ever want to stick your hands in. So, my money's secure. And then if you did find it, lo and behold, you'd have to go from one end of the house to the top of the house, down through the walls, underneath the floor. Man, I have it hidden. If my wife and kids can't find it, you ain't gonna find it. So, it's hidden. Sometimes I forget where it's at. And like I said, it's like Christmas all over again. Oh, look, there's money. So, but anyway, that's my video. Nothing fancy, nothing too important. Other than I got these jugs from Montez. And I thank you, Montez, because when you get some more, like I said, I'm going to make you a jug or two, and you're going to have your own little stuff, and yeah. But anyway, I'm going to watch my Adam 12, where I missed the first part of it, and y'all have a great day, and remember, save, save, save. Wants and needs. Your wants outweigh your needs 99% of the time. So, but I do have another surprise video that's going to be coming up here soon, and I gotta do some odd and end things. So, but before I make that video and everything works out the way it's supposed to, the ground's gotta dry up a little bit because it's too squishy. Excuse me. And once the ground dries out a little bit or freezes, one of the two, then I'll do this other video. But until then, it's up in the air and it's a mystery, and I'll make sure I'll make a video of it, because it's going to be comical, and, well, somewhat comical, especially when I get to explain about 2 segments of it. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you.